I am back again. The compilation of last week's shots. So, what I have in the number one position, doorway encounter. Yes, doorway encounter is where I and my other character met each other at the doorway and we have this miscommunication. We did not understand each other. And eventually, I just had to let him go by throwing him a toy for him to find a way. How can someone come to my door? I asked the person, what? And it was like, yeah, 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 yeah. So what is yeah, 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 yeah? I don't know. I know you guys have the meaning already of yeah, 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 yeah. So that is how I solved that situation. Some situations you just have to look for a way around it. And these things happen also. You can find someone, a stranger at your door at any moment, and like you ask them what they want, and maybe they don't even have a real reason of coming to knock your door, or maybe they lost their way. So watch this one. It is really a beautiful, lovely story. I call it yeah 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 yeah, but it's also the hilarious doorway encounter. You're gonna love it, I tell you.
What? Yeah, 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 yeah. What? Yeah, yeah. What?
My baby. Oh, in supper time. Be my little.
The number two story is deadpan. And when I mean deadpan, I mean it seriously. I kept the straight face and I delivered the story. And I know it's a bit confusing. People will be looking at what is he talking about? Talking about talking about squirrel poop and how you became an ambassador watching squirrel poop, or you became a brand ambassador of squirrel poop analysis. Spending 3 hours in the wild just to observe a squirrel poop. It is crazy. It is out of this world. Nobody's going to do that. So I just came up with that idea. Okay, let me tell a story that is not even existing, something illogical. So I came up with that story and I gave it the name 3 hours, one world record. So it's like trying to break a world record that was not even there at all. So it is nonsensical, it is senseless, it also makes sense. To me, it makes sense because it pushes me out of the original, takes me into another world, thinking outside the box just to create things that will be like, how did he get there? And that is what I did with the poop analysis. 3 hours, one world record. Where have you been? I just spent 3 hours trying to break the world record for the most hours spent watching a squirrel poop.
How did you manage that?
Yeah, dedication and a very patient squirrel.
How much were you paid to pull that off?
900 million, 600,000, 700, and 800 millions.
Wow. I'm so proud of myself.
Now brand ambassador for squirrel poop analysis. Go and check out my new line. That makes a strange kind of sense. Can I get a discount on the Squirrely Poop Deluxe Collector's Edition? Only for bulk orders. of 100 or more, plus shipping and handling. Well, folks, that's the internet for you. So enjoy that, watch it one more time, and try and appreciate that excellent job of art. The number 3 on the list is too much drama before nap time. You can see the frying pan battle, where two Portuguese guys were arguing over nothing, really over nothing. That olha para mim, the other one will say olha para ti, para aqui. So it's like, look at me, listen, oisa, olha para mim, listen, look at me. And the other one was responding, look at you for what? So could not really figure what happened, how did they get to that point. And they were disturbing the wounded lion from a serious battle. So he came down from the staircase and were like, what is going on here in Portuguese? You guys should stop all this noise. I need to take some nap. It is a very, very hilarious comedy that I put out of nothing from my own imagination. And I am happy that I could put that thing together where I just thought about how do I make the third character work. So I brought some ketchup and dressing and I put it on my face and I make sure to stay in position. And I said, okay, let me try it. The two guys with the fry pan were like, para aquí, para lá, para aquí, and all that, So it's funny, and I like the story. I know you guys also enjoyed the storyline. It's just for laugh, and also there's a lot of things to draw from.
¿Qué se pasa? Oisa, olha para mim, olha para ti, para quê? Para quê? Oisa, olha para mim, para quê, homem? Olha para mim, homem. Olha para mim, para quê?
Alright.
Que se passa aqui? Já chega desta loucura. Quero pouco de paz. Preciso tirar uma soneca. Enough of this madness. I need some peace. I need to take a nap. Okay?
I know some people can also relate with that. Situations where you want to take a nap and maybe you hear your neighbors playing loud music or the noise from somewhere else and you're really, really down and you need to take some nap, but you can't. But in this situation, the wounded man could, because he came down from the stairs and tell them, hey, enough is enough. I need to take some nap. And he made peace. And number 4, the apple of discord and grammar. Because I'm happy that I could come up with something. The idea just came up from nothing. I said, okay, I'm going to do something different this time around with wordplay, and I'm going to choose 2 and 2, and I put them together, and even it became a problem for me to deal with the both 2, which is also, and 2, which is just a number. The other character was dealing with 2 as number, while I was dealing with 2 as also if he wants another, but we kept on dragging it and he only sees 2. Even when I try to write it on the board for him to explain that 2 means this, 2 means this, and the last 2 you are thinking is 2 digit, 2 a number, but he kept on saying 2. Watch these 2 also and you will enjoy the 2s in this comedy.
For example, John has 2 apples. Do you need some too?
Now, I have asked you a question. I don't need 2 apples. I need 1.
No, but in this context, it means also or excessively. Do you need some too?
Yeah, I need one too.
T double O is equal to also. T double O is equal to excessive. T W O. Number 2 digit. Now, do you need some apples too? No, I don't need 2. Do you want some too? What do you mean 2? 2, 2, 2. Number 2. Complicated.
The number 5 on the list is the silent stack off. the backyard battle. That comedy is something very interesting. Even I did not know that I can stack markers on top one another. I was surprised that they stood firm, but they did not give way. I was like, wow. So I am going to make something from this. And I took that idea, I brought out my markers and I stacked them together, and I tried once more time. It worked, and I said, okay, I'm going to make my second character be a part of this. So that's how we started blowing air. And my other character was like, how did that happen? So he also wanted to try it, but was not very sure because he was trying to sabotage my effort, but I kept my focus, and I did that stuff in a way that they did not blow off or they did not fall off. Then my second character was amazed, was surprised at how did that happen. So it was his own turn, and he wanted to cheat. He brought out his pair of socks and put it on the table, and like you all know, he still failed. So it is best not to cheat. You just try and do your best and leave the rest. So there is a lesson from that video. Whatever we are doing, let us be straightforward. Don't try to take corners. There are no shortcuts. It is better to do something and do it well. Wasn't how I wanted to end the story, but when I tried and I tried and I tried, and I said, what the hell, I just dropped it and I walked away. And that is how it all ended. I will see you guys next week with more compilation of this week. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Enjoy the videos. Bye.